Bobby Portis.
He is a competitor.
Nothing but net for Bobby.
That's right. Bobby Portis is back. Good Thursday to you, sir. Yeah, he's back. All right, we got to talk. Y'all figured some stuff out. 1 4 of 5. Giannis with 41 points, 25 of those in the third quarter, which is amazing to watch. When he's on like that, is it just everybody knows, get him the ball, get him the ball? Is that sort of the mentality? Y'all have to even say it out loud?
Yeah, I think with our team, man, we just kind of just building our camaraderie, our chemistry. Obviously, when someone has a mismatch or advantage, we try to exploit it. And obviously, he has smaller guys guarding him, so just want to give him the ball in his spots, let him get to the backboard, let him get to the left block, and let him work. And he also does a good job of just making the right read. So it was fun, to get the win last night and keep rolling. And I wish we'd have won in Charlotte. That would have been 5 in a row, but I'll take it.
Yeah, Bobby, you guys are rolling. It just feels like you guys kind of turned the corner a bit, figured something out. On Monday, Dame time comes up clutch again, hits the game winner against the Rockets. And since joining the league, nobody has more go-ahead shots in the clutch than Damian Lillard. Obviously, he's your teammate. Is there anybody else you trust more here at the end of a game than Damian Lillard with game on the line to give the ball to?
Nah, man. I think he takes pride in that, and it's kind of cool to have a guy on your team that wants to take that shots, that wants those moments, that's looking for those moments. So I didn't know that stat that he has the most game winners since, whatever. But that's kind of crazy though, bro. It's kind of fun to be on the same team with him. He makes the right reads. He gets blitzed a lot. He gets picked up full court. I think our whole schemes had to change a lot just when we added him to our team. I didn't know guys pick him up full court like that, deny him the ball, trap him and things like that. So it's definitely been easier to build that camaraderie and chemistry, knowing how he's going to get played and how we're going to get our baskets off of him. So it's been fun just to build that, and obviously just to get him back into the fold. He was out for 3 or 4 games with the concussion. So just to get him back and, win these last 2 with him, it's been big.
My question is, in the huddle before a play like that, is it something where you guys sit down, you're like, all right, Dame, like, where do you want the ball? Or does Doc kind of draw up a play, getting in position of what he wants to do? What are those discussions like before kind of like a play with 6 seconds to go in the game?
I think for sure that the biggest thing was, obviously getting him the ball in scoring position, which scoring position for him is damn near anywhere on the court, right? So as long as he can have the ball, as long as we can, he can make the right read off of that. We saw that, Houston went small at the time. Then they had 5 guards, and we were playing against 5 guards damn near all season, man. It's kind of been a weird year how teams are playing now. They're playing a lot more just guard-oriented, lineup. So they had 5 guards out there, Tyrese and, Dylan Brooks, Aman Thompson, Jalen Green, and Fred VanVleet. So really it was whoever he wanted the matchup to be. Obviously, Dylan Brooks stuck on him, and he made a great move to the basket, got it off the glass for the go-ahead. But with Dame, man, it's just about him just having the ball. I don't think there's a spot on the court where he's not comfortable taking a shot from. So as long as he can get the ball, as long as we can make the right read off of that action, I think I love our chances.
Hey, Dame being one of the more clutch players, and a lot of those shots that he made, he did them in a Blazers uniform. And about a week ago, he responded to a Blazers fan online on Instagram that was critical of him. He called him a fake ass MF. Now, Dame, they do their thing on Twitter when it comes to the fans. Have you ever clapped back at a fan from one of your old fan bases that turned on you?
Yeah, I actually did a couple years ago when I signed with the Bucks in 2020. I played with the Knicks the year before. And, playing in a big market, those markets get crazy, especially the Knicks, the Lakers, we play with those franchises, Celtics, things like that. They're expecting big expectations, whether who's on the roster or not, whether the roster says championship or not, man. That's what they're looking for. And obviously our roster and our makeup at the time wasn't a championship team. But they was on my tail all year long, man. Like, why are we paying him all this money? Like, I don't think he's worth it, this and that, boom, boom, boom. And then after the season, when I signed with another team, I was just going, I forgot what I said particularly. I mean, specifically, but I definitely went back out. I think y'all got to pull that back up and chime back in with me next week and see what I said. It's definitely on my Twitter for sure. It's on my Twitter for sure. We gotta pull that one up. It's on my Twitter. It's on my Twitter for sure. Yeah.
Look, speaking of fans, man, I seen a familiar face with a Bobby Portis Jr. jersey on last game. My boy Pat Bev was back stateside. What Pat Bev doing back in the States, man? What's going on?
Bud Light.
I don't know, man. He gotta get a Coors Light though, man. He gotta get a Coors Light, man. Shout out Coors though, man. Shout out Coors though. But man, Pat Bev a good dude, man. That's my big bro. Obviously, we went to the same college. We didn't go to the same college at the same time though. Let me just be, real specific right there. We ain't gonna say I ain't go to school with them, but we went to the same school. So we share that same pride, same swag. So it was good to see him back into the fold, man. I didn't think that I was gonna see him, at the game or anything, but it's kind of cool to have Big Bro at the game, especially with that 9 jersey on. Made me feel kind of cool. Had to get a couple buckets for him and shout him out. So it was fun, bro.
That's what's
up. I like that. I like wearing the jersey. Let's talk about the game on Monday, the win. It was a little controversial. I know Chandler, as soon as he saw it, was like, I saw that because Giannis stepped out of bounds. But it wasn't
He stepped out of bounds?
He did stepped out of bounds when he got the block
when?
on.
Sir, you're kidding.
Pull the clip. Pull the
clip.
You know damn well he stepped out of bounds, Bobby.
Sir.
Right here. Bang!
I don't see it. I didn't see it.
Well, either did
I didn't see it. No, I didn't see it. Oh, let me see it. Oh.
that 2
minute. That's a makeup call. That's a makeup call from Saturday then, because Saturday LaMelo Ball slipped off his own feet. He slipped off his own feet, man.
Bobby.
He's already up the court. Look, if you look at his head, he already looking up the court. The ref didn't even see it.
That was so quick and smooth. Okay, good. That's all I want to know. Do you look at that as a gimme?
Called out of bounds, though.
Y'all were owed one, so now we get it. The gods were watching.
Bobby, the NBA Cup is underway. The Bucks are 1-0. I gotta be honest with you. I was skeptical when I first heard this idea last year, but man, I love it. The courts are a little trippy at first. Games are intense. It gives you a playoff atmosphere in November. You just said you love it. Are you motivated to win more? Do you play just make it more intense? What is the reason that an actual current player likes it more, other than the 500 racks?
I mean, like for our team, just specifically, we won 5 in a row last year. We actually made it to Vegas, so we was part of the first 4 teams to actually get a chance to partake in it in Vegas, and it was a great atmosphere, great event, man. Especially being able to go to Vegas mid-season with your team, bring your fam. Obviously we all know what Vegas brings, so why not get a free trip to Vegas, get the hoop for a couple games out there, do what you do what you love, have some fun. Let your hair down just a little bit mid-season. It's like a little mini vacay. So why not want to get there? So I think with us, man, just trying to take it a game at a time. But the games have been highly competitive, and I like the point spread differential thing too. I played with USA basketball last year, and the biggest thing was trying to win as many games as you could by as many points. So it's kind of like a FIBA feel, kind of.
Yeah, it's interesting. You mentioned the point differential thing. In a normal game, if you run up the clock like that, people are fighting. Like there's an issue with it. Now with this format, you can't get mad. You can't get salty at that. Obviously, the courts are different. What's your take on the courts? Are there some that you feel is it distracting when you're playing? Because there's some that are a little bit wild.
Yeah, I think last year I was kind of more so thrown off to the fact that, like, why is this court really red? Why is our court, cream? Like, what is that? But I think for the most part now, it's kind of a cool atmosphere, especially for, like, kids that come to games, right? Like, some of these kids get a chance to, see the courts, different colors, see different colored jerseys. Nowadays it's more so about the swag, more so about the vibrant colors, something that's real loud and things like that. So it's a cool thing for me. I wouldn't say like I would want the course to stay, for long, but for a game or two, why not, man? It's just something new for the league. It's something new for the players, and hopefully for viewership that can, help it go up, especially with the NBA Cup and implications with guys being able to win, you know, a large lump sum of money and get a chance to go to Vegas to play for a, you know, prestigious, you know, award and an event.
Man, that Vegas part of it, it is such a big part. I love that part. All right, so the Sixers, we got to talk about the team meeting. Not theirs specifically, because we know Tyrese Maxey basically asking Embiid, hey, could you be on time a bit more? Hey, coach, could you coach us a bit harder? All the things that have come out since. How many of those types of meetings have you been a part of? And have they gotten heated, or is it just simply like that? Like, hey, can you just be on time?
I think for the most part, those meetings kind of happen periodically throughout the season, right? You know, with our team, we had a meeting too. I don't think we had to tell anybody to be on time or anything like that. But I think the most part was just for us just to come together and figure it out, right? We started the season 1-7, 1-6. Everybody's telling us to blow it up, trade everybody away, trade Giannis. Like, it was all type of narrative that guys was creating. So I think for us was just getting in, watching film together, trying to see how we can play off each other better and get easier baskets. You know, emphasizing getting back on defense. Obviously, we're an older basketball team, so we're in track meets every night. Everybody trying to run us. So getting back on defense, building a wall, and emphasizing on, you know, defensive rebounding. So I think all team meetings can also lead to something good down the line, depending on how guys take constructive criticism, and also depending on how guys, you know, how bad guys want it. Obviously, there's a short list of teams that have an actual chance to win a championship, and if you're in that fold, you want to maximize your abilities to get there.
It's so interesting to sort of reveal the dynamics of a team, right? Because we're on the outside. We're just kind of watching and reading what we get to read. So like if Giannis, and I know you just said we don't have an issue with people being on time, which is very professional, and I appreciate that. But let's say all of a sudden he's late a few times in a row. Is there a guy in the locker room that would be the expected voice to step up? Yeah. Is it that kind of a deal?
I think to the world, they would expect it to be like a superstar, right? Because all like medias and all like sports, you know, fans feel like that the best players should be the guys that saying things and being a leader and whatever. But I'm like the guy on my team that kind of like hold guys accountable, make sure everybody's you know, locked in on a daily basis, and you know, everybody respects me because I come in, work hard each and every day. You know, I give 110% to the team. I play every game. I'm always available for my teammates. So you know, I kind of assumed that role over the years, and it's kind of cool to watch your career, you know, turn corners once you know, do the right things, and you know, just trust the process, man. There's always gonna be highs and lows that come with this league, but one thing that kind of remains the same is your hard work, is your work ethic, and being coachable, and you know, taking constructive criticism, and also being able to dish it out when needed. As a leader, I've learned that you have to, you know, talk to different guys different ways, right? I can't talk to AJ Green the same way I talk to Giannis. I can't talk to, you know, Andre Jackson the same way I talk to Dame, right? So you have to be able to connect with guys in different ways, and so they can, you know, take it, and also so they can, you know, feel what you're saying.
Yeah, man, because, you know, the locker room is very much like high school sometimes. You got cliques, you got certain people, and when you're trying to build that chemistry and that camaraderie and trust, you know, is the most important process. And just trying to get to know guys. When things get leaked out to the press like that, how frustrating is it? And do you and when you're frustrated, you're looking around that room, you kind of got an idea like which one of y'all talking to Shams, or which one of y'all leaking information to get that scoop? But how frustrating is that when stuff gets leaked out to the press?
Yeah, so like this is my 5th year on the team, man, and my first 3 years was like smooth sailing, right? We had Mike Budenholzer as our coach. He's like a guy that likes things like, you know, very organized, very, you know, strategic, very just every day you know what to expect from him. So, you know, obviously we fired him. We hired, you know, Adrian Griffin as our coach, and we go to, you know, Vegas last year. We actually lose to the Pacers in the semifinals game, and I kind of challenged the team and challenged, you know, coach after the game, like, we got to be better, man. We got to have late game execution. We got to be able to execute down the stretch. We also got to be able to, you know what what the hell we doing, you know, on the court, you know, when it's winning time. And that got leaked out, and that was kind of frustrating because, like, it's the locker room is sacred. Like, you know, we sometimes are with our teammates, with our, you know, coaching staff more than our family. So our team sometimes become family. So when things get leaked out, especially when you mean so much good to the team and you're just trying to ignite the team, you're just trying to put your best foot forward for the team, because obviously you signed up. Like, I signed here to win. Like, I signed here 4 years to get back to the championship as many times as we could or get as close as we can. So it is frustrating when things get leaked, especially because the locker room, like you said, is so sacred, it's so brotherhood, it's so all for one common goal, especially if you're in that realm of teams that have a chance to win the championship. So it is frustrating, but at the same time, it's part of the business, it's part of being a pro, it's part of, you know, what comes with the territory.
You know what, made it into a month into the season before we get to our first Draymond Green chapter. And I think that's a success personally. But you've had a few run-ins over the years with him.
Yeah.
They're playing the Grizzlies not, you know, a few days ago, fouled Zach Edey. It's not great. Called a foul. He gets 2 texts. He's ejected. They upgrade it. All the things that come with it. He goes on his podcast, starts calling the coach Janky Jenkins and soft and emotional and all these things. First of all, what'd you think of the play? Let's start there. And should he have been suspended? Because some are calling for it.
Yeah, I don't think that you should, like, you know, obviously hold people's legs down in the game. It's a hazard. Obviously, we want to come into the game with respect, and obviously we want to be competitors and win. But, you know, obviously after the game is over, we all want to leave on our own will, right? So obviously that's a hostile play. You know, obviously can't pull anybody down to the ground like that, especially when he's already running and that type of leg movement. So could have got really ugly. So I definitely agree with that part. But, you know, obviously suspension is tough. I don't really want to speak on that because I don't know how it's regulated. I don't know how the league kind of does it. I think sometimes it depends on your comments. It depends on what you did or whatever it is. But obviously in that play, that's hostile. Can't do that. You know, obviously he's a guy that plays with fire, plays with toughness, and, you know, sometimes he can get the best of you. Obviously it got the best of me one time last year in the playoffs. I got ejected. Game 4, big game. Obviously, emotions run high. Sometimes the competitor, your emotions run high. You're just trying to do the best thing for the team, and sometimes it kind of can go overboard. And I've kind of tried to control that as much as I can this year. I only have 1 tech so far, so I'm kind of proud of myself. You know what I'm saying? I'm kind of proud of myself so far this year. So I think I'm kind of doing a good job with that. So I think as a competitor, your emotions sometimes can get the best of you. You kind of want to control those, especially if you're a big part to what the team does, right? And you don't want to let the team down and it be you why we didn't win a game.
There's also a difference, right, when it's Draymond and someone else, when he's got so many prior. So obviously that's the story.
Yeah.
Interesting. Yeah, got a long list.
Yeah, true that too. True that.
Bobby, always a pleasure. Can't wait till you're on again.
Stay hot.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. We'll take a quick break. We'll be right back.